Hello, I'm Rickie. I'm going to tell you about myself by sharing some photos with you. Volunteering, animal welfare and music are a big part of my life. This is a photo of me, aged 14, sitting smiling with a Dutch blue rabbit on my lap. Bugsy is a grey with a tinge of blue in his colour. He has a white triangle round his nose. Also, what I would describe as a white band up near his neck, and he has white tips on his paws. Wearing school play clothes, I was attending Witherslack Hall boarding school, Grange over Sands, South Lake District, Cumbria, England, where my interest in animal welfare began. In 1981, we attained our first 3 rabbits, Madam, Max and Snowy, with many more to follow. My interest in animal welfare includes me assisting bottle feeding a young fawn roebuck deer found in the nearby woods at the school when I was 14. Witherslack Hall is the best and right school I ever attended. I'd also like to briefly mention my proud attendance at Queen Alexandra College, Harborne, Birmingham, where I made a lot of friends, got a lot out of my time there, including the lovely college accommodation. As an adult, I have assisted with RSPCA Birmingham and other similar shelters, where I've undertaken tasks including feeding, watering, cleaning accommodation, assisting with medication and other on-hand duties. This image is myself and a greyhound called Ace, A-C-E. I'm wearing grey tracksuit bottoms, a t-shirt which advertises the Greyhounds Rescue Centre and a pass round my neck. The colour of my t-shirt is a fluorescent green and it matches Ace's coat. I've always been interested in purebred dogs, including greyhounds. Though greyhounds are very good fast racing dogs, they only run for a very short time span and don't usually need much exercise. Greyhounds are very easy to please, loyal pets on retirement from the racing industry. My other passion is music. When I was 19 or 20 years of age, I bought myself a small portable keyboard and started teaching myself. One day I was listening to The Model by Kraftwerk. I began playing along as I pick up music quite easily by ear. The photo is of a CD single made up of 4 of my own compositions. The picture on the cover is what would appear to be the Eiffel Tower against the dark background reflected on some water. It highlights that all 4 tracks are recorded and arranged, composed by myself. This CD dates back to the late 1990s. Shortly, you will hear an upbeat track, Move It, featured on the CD single. All 4 compositions were made up as I went along, and I still compose music from time to time. One of my music inspirations is British artist Gary Numan and Tubeway Army. For years I've collected a number of their albums and I've attended many Gary Numan concerts. This photo is taken at O2 Institute, Birmingham, England. I got myself a meet and greet ticket and I met Gary Numan on October the 19th, 2019. The stage is in the background, and you can see myself on the right wearing a Gary Numan t-shirt, and Gary Numan is on the left with his hand on my shoulder. We were both smiling. It were a big shock meeting one of my favourite pop stars. We shook hands, had a nice conversation. I then gave him a CD of some of my multi-track demos, including my version of Our Friends Electric, and I gave him a letter. I came away with some memorabilia, some of which he signed. I also play piano at the Bottle and Glass Inn at the Black Country Living Museum. This is a photo of me standing outside the pub in my uniform. I've got on my brown coloured moleskin trousers, red waistcoat, a long-sleeved white collarless shirt, red braces and a bonnet cap and a smile. The lovely uniform is provided by the museum apart from the shoes. There's a sign advertising cheese, cobs, pork pies and today's ale. I look forward to returning to the museum to perform a selection of old-time sing-along classics on the piano and singing. Sometimes people will ask, Rickie, can you play We'll Meet Again, the White Cliffs of Dover? I also receive many other requests, some of which are part of my repertoire. Others, I say, leave that with me and I will perform that the next time, after some practice. The next photo is me sitting outside Shelter, West Bromwich, playing keyboard and singing many familiar classics. There are two women on the left holding charity collection tins. I've been volunteering with Homeless One Soup Kitchen for the Homeless for 3.5 years, undertaking many tasks, including providing hot drinks. It is important to highlight that I myself have been on the streets when I was a lot younger. As I ran away from bad situations, I donate to the homeless charities, including £2,000 I saved from my very own pocket. I feel guilty. I've a good roof over my head, but at the same time, I feel good. I'm in a position to give back to those without. I have partial vision plus Asperger's, mild autism and other related issues. However, it feels good knowing I'm so independent, able to do a lot, face challenges and assist those who are less fortunate. So from myself, Rickie Chapple, all that remains for me to say, it's been a great pleasure partaking in this project. I worked with Multistory to write a script and then recorded this at home on GarageBand.
Thank you for watching. This is a Multistory production created in collaboration with photographer Karren Visser and members of Sandwell Visually Impaired. The film has been made possible by funding from Sandwell Council, Arts Council England and the SCVO Vision 2030 Community Grants Programme. Words and photographs provided by Rickie Chapple. Artistic direction, Karren Visser. Producer, Becky Sexton at Multistory. Editor, Nina Jones. Accessibility Consultant, Kieran Saeed. SVI Feedback Group, Mike Oro, Sandra Troth, Steve Keenan and Tony Averis.